Hello, this is Peter from PetesTravel.com and allinclusivcaribbeancruises.net. I just want to show you how easy it is to book your 4-day Royal Caribbean cruise on my website, PetesTravelCenter.com or PetesTravel.com. If you enter either one of these, it will take you to my site. So PetesTravel.com will take you here. And of course, if you tried PetesTravelCenter.com, it will also take you to the site. So this is the website. And you're looking to book a 4-day Royal Caribbean cruise. It's actually a Thanksgiving cruise. So over to the right, there is a link that says book travel now. There's also the link right here. So there's the link here, and the link is also over here. Either one is fine. Let's click on this one to the right, and it brings up the search page. Now we're looking for a cruise to the Caribbean. So we click in this destination drop-down menu and we scroll down to the Caribbean. And we're looking for sailing dates in November because this is a Thanksgiving cruise. We're going to stick to a short cruise, so a 4 to 6 day cruise. And it's going to be a Royal Caribbean cruise. We can select the ship that we wish to sail on, or the port from which we need to sail as well. But I will leave those unchecked, and I'll just go ahead and click Search Cruises. And okay, so right away it brings up 26 itineraries found, 36 sailings found. This is the one that I'm going after. It's a 4-night Bahamas cruise with Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas. 4-night Bahamas and Perfect Day cruise. Perfect Day is Royal Caribbean's newest promotion as they try to get people to book cruises to visit their private island in the Bahamas. It's called Coco Cay, okay? So here's the 4-day cruise. And if you scroll a little, you'll notice that in November, they have 3 sailings, November 1st to 8th and the 22nd. We're looking for the Thanksgiving week cruise, so that will be November 22nd. We'll click over to the right, we'll click on book. And by the way, before we even do that, you'll notice that it gives you an idea what the starting rates are. So for an interior or inside cabin, the rates start at $449. Then the outside cabin, or ocean view, starts at $529. Balcony cabins begin at $669. Suites $1089. And then over here, it tells you what your taxes will be. So your taxes are the taxes added to the cruise fare plus port charges. All of those are combined into what we call taxes. Okay, so if you were to book a cruise, an interior cabin or inside cabin, it will be $449 per person in the cabin. These are all double occupancy rates, by the way. So $449 per person in the cabin plus $104, plus the taxes over here, $104, and that will give you your total cruise rate. Now, let's click on book and see where the stake says. So the site is working, and if you make it a little closer here, you'll see that it brings up a wealth of information. At the top, it talks about the 4 nights to the Bahamas, Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Sea. Your sail date is November 22nd. Okay, over on the left gives the name of the ship. You're sailing from Port Canaveral. The dates are November 22nd to the 26th, 4 nights. Scroll down, you get a little map of the route of the ship. So it leaves from Orlando area, which is Port Canaveral, is really on the coast. It's about 4 to 5 miles from Orlando, east of Orlando. And you sail from there down to Cocoa Cay and Nassau, and then back to Port Canaveral. If you move over to the center, there are some menu buttons you can click on, or information buttons you can click on. This one is the itinerary. So here's your itinerary. Day 1, Orlando, leaves at 4 p.m. Day 2, perfect day, Cocoa Cay. Day 3, Nassau. Day 4, you will spend the day at sea. And then 5 in the morning, you arrive back in Port Canaveral. Other sailing dates, we're not interested in those because we're looking at the Thanksgiving cruise. Then there's a button here for cruise info. And here it gives you highlights about the ship, highlights of the ship, and you can look at those, read about a little bit about the ship you'll be sailing on. And there's another button over here, and the link over here that gives you policies. So you have the cancellation policy. You can click the drop down, the arrow over here, and read the cancellation policies. Gratuities, that's the charges added to each person's bill. So every person is billed a daily gratuity amount. For Royal Caribbean, the rate is currently $14.50. Okay, and then there's a pregnancy policy, minor accompany policy, smoking policy, and so that was the policies link or tab. Okay, let's go back to the cruise info tab, sorry. And again, you will see highlights about the ship. Dining tells you about what you can expect. The bars, the lounges, the entertainment, nightlife, casino for those who gamble, onboard activities, outdoor activities, kids and teens activities, so you can bring the entire family, fitness and spa, shopping. And for each of these, you'll notice there is a more link. So there's some information, a snippet of information, but if you click on the more, it brings up the whole page, and you can scroll this page and look at all that's there. So that's a whole bunch of stuff for you to look at even before you book or click a link to book your cruise. So you've seen all that stuff, you're excited, you can't wait to book, and so you go ahead and you click over here at the bottom, book my cruise. And if there are 2 guests, let's say there are 3 or 4 of you because you're bringing the kids along. Dad is 40, mom is 39, the kids are probably 12 and 15, and you click continue. Pick your state, Arizona maybe, and of course I'm doing this for someone living in the US. You could either choose cruise only, or if you want to get a quote an airfare, you can also click cruise with Cruise Line Air. But we're going to just stick with cruise only for purposes of this demonstration. If you're a past passenger, you can check that box and enter your number there, your loyalty number. If you're military, you can check that box as well, police or fire. And if you're looking for accessible cabins, you can check that box. I'm going to check this one that says exclude non-refundable fare. I never like to give my clients a rate with a non-refundable fare. I prefer that you get the one that's refundable. It's more, but I just think it's safer. Never want you to lose your money should you decide to cancel your cruise. So I've checked that box to exclude non-refundable fares, and I've hit next. And so it brings up cabin choices. And again, here it shows you the inside cabin. Earlier we saw where it was $455. Now it is showing an even lower rate. The inside cabins are starting at $433.50 per person. Ocean view $494.50 per person, and balcony cabins $668. So you see the rates going across there, and you can select whichever one you are interested in. I always like to recommend not the least expensive and not the most expensive, but an ocean view cabin. It's just nicer. You have a window, you can see outside. I think it's just more comfortable to sail that way. So I clicked on that one, ocean view cabin, and it brings up the starting rate, $494.50 per person. See that there, plus the tax, which is $103.53 per person. So for 4 people in the cabin, the total rate here is $19.78, plus the taxes of $14.12. And you're ready to book. You go ahead and click book now, and it's going to bring up cabin choices. So over here on the left, it shows you where the cabins are available. It starts with 3 here, so it means that's deck 3 to deck 2. So right now there are cabins available in decks 2 and 3. You can go ahead and select this one, or you can just look over on the ship here. This is actually the front of the ship. So the cabins on deck 3 are available towards the front. See that those are red dots flashing? Those are available cabins. So there are 3 of them available near the front of your ship, Independence of the Seas, and then there's one down here. The front of the ship is okay and on deck 3, but I think being in the center is a little bit steadier. So let's select this cabin down here. And it's working. So now it takes us to this page, gives you more information about your cruise. Embarkation is 4 p.m. November 22nd, and disembarkation is 7 a.m. on the 26th. You have selected cabin 3624, which is on deck 3, and here is your total price for your cruise, $23.92.12. Okay, and so you go ahead and you fill in the passenger details, title, gender, name, date of birth, and you do it for all 4 people in your cabin. And it also will allow you to add a contact person and to choose whether or not you want travel insurance and additional services. I'll not go through all of that, but just, and then of course, you will move on to add payment. And here is that button again if you want to, it's still asking about flights. So if you're interested in adding a flight to your cruise booking, you can also do that. Well, it's been a little bit longer than I wanted the video to be, but it gives you an idea as to how simple and how easy it is to book a cruise on my website. Again, PetesTravel.com or PetesTravelCenter.com. I hope that you will go check it out, book your cruise, or if you need help, reach out to me, PetesTravel@yahoo.com. Until next time, you take care, and I hope to see you on the high seas. Bye for now.